Jojo Gartenfreunde, was geht ab? Ich freue mich, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid, hier zum zweiten Teil des Interviews mit Antonio. Im ersten Teil des Videos haben wir gehört, wie Antonio vor über 15 Jahren seiner großen Liebe, nämlich Cannabis, eben nach Kalifornien gefolgt ist, um dort abzuchecken, was der heiße Scheiß ist. In der heutigen Ausgabe geht es um die Genetiken, mit denen Antonio arbeitet und die Strains, die wir euch bringen. Bevor es jetzt mit dem Video losgeht, will ich eins noch loswerden. Ich finde es wirklich feier, dass wir Antonio als Breeder am Start haben. Antonio ist einfach real. Er liebt diesen Scheiß. Wie gesagt, vor über 15 Jahren hat er seine Heimat verlassen, um nach Kalifornien zu gehen und eben kompromisslos für das einzustehen, woran er glaubt und was er liebt zu tun. Ich bin einfach stolz darauf, dass wir ein Produkt am Start haben, das wirklich mit Liebe gemacht ist, wo jemand mit seinem Namen, mit seinem Gesicht dafür steht und was nicht von irgendeinem White Label Großhändler kommt, sondern einfach wirklich the real fucking deal ist. Jetzt wünsche ich euch aber wirklich viel Spaß mit dem zweiten Teil des Interviews mit Antonio. Let's fucking go.
Dope seeds, yeah.
Jojo Gartenfreunde, was geht ab? Ich freue mich, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid zu einer neuen Ausgabe Flo und H2O, der Sendung mit den besten Gästen. Heute wieder mit Antonio, dem Breeder unserer Herbstkollektion und auch unserer Winterkollektion. Hey Antonio,
Hi.
how are you, bro?
Yes, bro.
All good?
All good, all good. Greetings, family.
In the first video, we talked about Antonio, that he's been to California for like 5 years, collecting genetics there, taking them home or taking them to Canary Island, where he's living now as a breeder, where he also has his own little seed bank, California Genetics. In this video, we're going to talk about the genetics, about what he has, what's his start, what's the stuff that keeps him going, that keeps him awake at night, that he really, that gets him, the stuff that he likes, and what is special about his plants, what we can expect from the new drop, what we can expect from the old drop. So I'd like to say, let's go, Antonio. What's your personal number one plant from the old collection?
The old collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I mean, it's always hard to choose, but for me, the best one for terps and vigorous is the crossing of Sour Crush and Tangerine Dream.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It's our bicycle place. Antonio does not know the names that we choose for his strains. Not all of them. He knows most of them, but not all of them. Yeah, the bicycle place. So this is your number one plant.
Shit.
You're a tangy man.
I'm a tangy man. Yeah,
Yeah?
I'm a
Okay.
tangy. Yeah, also because this one, when I originally grow the first time over there in Canary Island with other things, but once I go out with this, everybody who smell or try, they was like, wow, this is crazy, this is super nice, this is super tangy. And then I love the plant because as a grower, I know she's so tough plants, I have a great vigorous plants, really few leaves on the flower, so all dense, never get mold, have this special tangy terps, a big producer. So first things of the old school, that one for the tasty of the tangy things and the vigorous. And then,
Okay. So is it the one that you also said that Bobby from La Colada asked you to have for his menu?
Yes.
The one you
yes,
told me about?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they know this strain, and this is really the tangy, really tangy good because have this part of the kush inside. So it's not just straight fruity tangy, but it also this little taste of kushy inside. So this
Okay.
make the plants really good, even for the people who don't like super fruity tastes. But that one, they always get a positive feedback to everybody. So from that one, from the old school, I would say that for the first. The second one, I love it, is that special cut of the critical bilbo.
Yeah.
Because that one is it's like it's really medicinal plant. Have two characteristics. One, to have as like a big crystal, so
Yes.
it's easy to extract. Extraction, dry extraction, wet, isolator, whatever. Is really a great one. I still have people who still work with this genetics to do the rosin thing.
Yes.
They still use it just straight this one because how she the production in the extraction timing is amazing. It's like
So that's a killer queen. That's kind of our the extraction strains where we say they are made from extractions are all crosses with the killer queen, which is a critical Bilbo cut. And I also had it, and it had very big and very lovely resin heads. I remember that.
absolutely. And then also have in the terps, there is this part of terps limonene. So this make it the plant medicine because it's really good if you like to use it to relax yourself if you have pain, that one is really good. It's not too strong. The high is not super strong.
Yeah.
But the complete effect of the cannabinoids with the terps make like a really medical quality of
I
plants.
also enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I think it was not overwhelming, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was strong though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that the 2-1 for the old school where I start, that one was like, wow, fire. So and then I choose by my own, but also I choose by the response of the people, on the feedback of the people,
Yes.
or all the users, and I can.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I also remember I gave you a very good feedback on the killer bean when you gave it to test me, and then you said that under pressure I will love that strain, but I did not yet grow it. Yeah, I thought you would say under pressure is your number one because you were so fire for under pressure. You showed me the Nugs, they were very beautiful, and you were very hyped up about the strain like 2 years ago. You were like you're gonna love this one if you like the killer bean. You're gonna love this one.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You probably I didn't put it on this list because that one coming after.
It's in your breeding career.
In the breeding timing, that one is coming after. Because she, for example, still have the kind of characteristic of that cut of critical. So
Yes.
good crystal, good for extraction. No, just different way to grow. Instead of the first one we were talking about, she's a little bit taller. This one stays shorter. But yeah, good quality of crystal. If you like to do extraction thing, that one I really recommend it because they are really, really, really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And so, yeah. And then if we're gonna go forward after this, I start with this thing I told you about 12 years ago with this genetics. And then after a few years, I used to select things from symbiotic genetic.
Yes. You told me about it.
So from symbiotic genetic, a bunch of regular seeds, try to find the best one, and at the end choose again with a mimosa strain and this wedding crusher strain.
So the mimosa that you have is not that mimosa cut that everybody has. It's what you selected.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
okay,
It's my
cool,
selection.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Because there's like I also had mimosa from Austria, and she was beautiful. She really was beautiful. She was like blue, like she not purple. She was blue.
Yeah, some phenol.
She had like huge amounts of resin on it, and she had like a orange flavor, but not tangy, but orangey.
Yeah.
With like a champagne or cheese. Maybe it's some say it's cheese, some say it's champagne flavor. In the end, and it was a very very lovely plant. So I thought you had that cut from I don't know from Austria or
No. I selected like I said a bunch of regular of mimosa and I selected this one.
Cool.
Actually, we keep on having this one, so maybe soon is coming with some new things is coming.
The mimosa things were very very high in request, so all the strains with mimosa sold out very fast.
Yeah, but still right now is. It's a good plant, people love it.
I talked about it with Ruben from Delicious Seeds, and he told me in Germany the people are especially behind like fruity flavors. They also like the kush and the gas and everything, but they're very much for fruity flavors, and that's also what I see. Like the bicycle blaze and the Bohemian raspberry, which is the mimosa crossing, one of the mimosa crossing, and the fat bottom girls. They all sold out instantly. They really sold out very quickly.
And it's a good product. It's a really good product. The people are gonna love it. For sure. It's tasting good. It's good vigorous of plants. Also, this is important. She's not super tall, but she's vigorous. She make good bud. Good knock everywhere. So yeah, man,
nice.
I totally recommend that one. And then from symbiotic, like I was telling before, one of the best I have it is this selection of this wedding crusher, because I selected, like we was talking before, and because she's amazing density of buds. The buds, they are really heavy, really heavy buds. No, from the top to the bottom of until touch the pot. Okay, still the bud is always dense. And one characteristic she have is never get botrytis, mold, or things like this. She's a resistant, super resistant plant. No, so that one is one of my favorites in the second generation, let's say,
Okay,
because
you also
that one is like something you can, even if you are not a pro grower, you're gonna get a great result. So if you are a grower with experience, you're gonna enjoy a lot this plant, because it's totally a tough plant, super strong plant, strong plant, and and get like in the same amount you put in a jar, every kind of weed you put in a jar, you put that one in the same jar, you're gonna have at least 30% more of the weight,
of the weight, so
Yeah.
it's super dense,
super dense,
heavy
super
buds.
dense, super dense.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I see why you have it in a lot of your
Yeah, for
crosses.
that, because that one make it the cross, make it's nice, because when you cross that one with something else, she just pass the characteristic of density and the structure of the plant, but don't give too much them terps, so you can easily have a plant with that characteristic, but with different terps. No?
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, that was happening, for example, with that Gavlin you dropped, that crossing of Gavlin, which is a Tricoma Gold Genetics, a friend of ours, he's working in Barcelona too, he's Italian guy. And you have this good selection, and this Gavlin cookie and cream, I take it from a regular one, he give to me, and really nice one, no? But like the flower was purpling, tangy, but not super dense.
I know what you mean.
So I tried to cross with my wedding, and the result was amazing, because the wedding give all the structure of the buds, and also the structure of the plant. So heavy, dense buds, but purple and tangy one.
Super nice. Super nice. I mean, this is what you get. Yeah, I wanted to grow that cross. We call it Black Testy as first cross. Unfortunately, we sold out of it, and we oversold it. So I have to give my own pack. So now we're starting with the Broken Dreams, most probably. But I'm super excited for that one, because the Cherry Noir from Aficionado Siege, which is the mother of the Goblin, I think. It's just incredible terps. I love it so much, and the color is also incredible. So I'm really looking forward to have this one in my garden. Yeah, cool.
Yes.
So all the plants that you have, it's not that you got to cut somewhere. So most of the plants, let me say it like this, you really selected yourself. So you bought seed stock, you
Exactly.
grew them all, and then you selected your keepers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of them.
That's a lot of work.
Like this. Yes. Most of them they like this, except the first one I mentioned before, which they coming from the original cut from the from Colorado. So
Yeah, like the sour crush with the tangerine dream.
Yes.
That's the cut that he took from Colorado.
Yes, sir. And then the other was all my research. So for that also, this take time, because like, at least you need a couple of years to select a good plant from a regular, if you want to stay sure. It's a good plant to preserve this characteristic will show when you first grow, So yeah, it take time, it's not a easy job, but I always did with passion, so it's my thing. I love it to stay in the garden and see the difference of the things. So yeah,
because as a breeder you have a different view on the plants than as a grower. Yeah, because as a grower you basically mostly look for the flower, then maybe about how long can you keep a mother, and maybe how good the clones will root and perform. Yeah, but there are many more things when it comes to plant. Yeah, and selecting the right plants for breeding is not an easy task. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of patience also,
absolutely.
and dedication, because you got to spend a huge amount of time with your plants to really select this one is shines in most of the aspects that matter to me. Yeah, and very nice. I thought that you got way more cuts from from California and Colorado, and you still have like a steady supply of them, and you use those. I did not know that you make the selections yourself.
Yeah. I almost, a bunch of them, they come from my selection, so from recommended seed, but all my selection. So,
Cool.
I put in this way the way to choose, like I told you before in the other interview, like choose for vigorous plant, for faster one, for therapy one, and so
Yeah.
start from there,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And so, yeah, if you guys want to know a little bit more about genetics, then in the last 4 years, 5 years, the gas terps, especially in California, take like advantage on everything, because I personally love the fruity one, but if I use the gassy one, I really like it, that kind of sensation in my mouth, So yeah, and on the gassy one, I selected a few of them, and one of the cut is coming from a cut somebody gave it to me,
Mm-hmm.
which I use this La Bomba,
La Bomba.
which is
Yeah.
a really famous, at least where I'm from in Canary,
Yeah, in Germany, not so many people know La Bomba at the moment. It's just a little, we kind of are sleeping on it because it's not from the US. But in Spain, it's a big thing, and also for
Yeah.
a while now. It won the Cannabis Cup at Spanabis in 2022, I think.
Yeah, man.
And you say it's dynamite.
Actually, the compound genetic, they put again, like I think 2 years ago, after the winner of Spanabis, they do a new batch of strain or La Bomba crossing with everything else they have. They
Yes.
just do Bomba for this, Bomb for that, Bomba for,
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw it. Yes.
Yeah,
Now we're said. Yeah.
yeah. And that one, for example, coming from a cut of this was a British guy who have this one. And then it grows long time. Then this one start to be like famous, win the cup. The guy left Ireland, give it to another friend of mine, and I take this strain because it's really amazing. If you like gas one, she's really amazing. Like I told you before, it's almost kind of incense. Can remember some age thing when you burn the how much gas is. Like crazy, super nice. So that one. And then another one I really love it is the jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy is
Yeah, you showed me pictures of it. It really looks fire.
super nice plants. Virus. That one also I find different pheno. At the end of all this, I preserve two of them. Now I have just one. Because it's the best one. It's the best one. She's faster. In 8 weeks, is ready. Getting purple in the right condition, and really good tasting, and the high is perfect, it's like super. If it's for a pro one, it's really good. It's really good. So I preserve one female and most important, one male. I have this male I used to cross a bunch of them. I still have a bunch of regular to find out. So guys, be ready soon. Soon coming new things. But with this male, everything you cross with this male, you're gonna get a fire genetic.
Yes.
Jealousy male is amazing. So for example, from this crossing, the last 2 years ago, I did this dynamite, which I call it dynamite, which is a crossing between the jealousy and the bomb.
Yeah.
Which are the
We
best,
also gonna drop it.
the best strain of gas strain and high THC. They're really good.
Okay.
And yeah, I think the dynamite is the most narcotic one I get in the.
Even more than the Broken Dreams.
Yes.
Yes, even more.
Yeah. We go on top of this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I
I'm
experience
super excited
I
for it.
experience by myself, but mostly experienced by patients. So some patients who use for medical use, and they need this kind of strong indica for relief pain. And the feedback I get from dynamite from every patient is like top of every strain I have. all medical users, they said, this one is the thing, this one is the thing, because they get relief of the pain, no, by the way, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Cool.
like I can tell you, you know, like I tell you, if I use it by night to go sleep, you know, mostly of the case I get up in the morning and I still like a little bit high, you know. It's really strong. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me happy because I also like to be stoned. Yeah, so and sometimes you need just a reliable narcotic weed.
Yeah. Depend
Sometimes,
when you use, for what you use, you know,
yeah.
but you know, if
So
you
it's not for a day smoke. For example, I had the Tashkenti from Cannabinogen, which was one of my top three strains that I ever grew in my whole life because she was so strong. She was really a strong hitter. Whenever I had an harvest, whenever I harvested a couple of those, I had usually somebody from my circle go KO after just 2 hits. And I mean, 2 hits, they roll their eyes back and drop to the ground. Yeah, seriously, it was just crazy. Once I played a concert, and 2 guys came up to me and said, "Oh, can we buy some weed?" I said, "No, you can't buy, but I got some for you to smoke." And then after the concert, one of the guys came back to me and gave me like half a spliff. I was like, "What's that?" I said, "Yeah, my friend, he doesn't need it anymore. He just took a couple of
that is
hits."
enough.
Then he lay down, and I said, "Yeah, you mean he went to the hotel and went to bed?" He said, "No, you misunderstood me. He took a couple of hits and then he botch
No.
lay down." It was so strong. It was just, I love it. I love it so much. I wish that strain would still be around. Yeah, so sometimes, you know, you need a strong indica. For example, if I have a long day, yeah, and I'm really have a lot of meetings with people that are important, where I need to be like really focused on my shit, and I
Yeah,
have a
you
long day, and then I drive home for hours or whatever.
spend a bunch of energy.
Yeah, and
Because
then I come
mental energy.
home. Then I
Yeah.
come home, and it's late, and I cannot sleep. Yeah, it's hard to fall asleep after days like this, or whenever I'm at an expo. For example, at Spannabis, I am for 8 or 9 hours at the show, but I talk to so many people. There's no break. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just my brain is like
Too many things in the head going
it's
on and
yeah.
going
And
in
then when I go
rotation.
to bed, I cannot sleep. It's hard for me to fall asleep, even if I smoke like 10 grams a day. There, it's hard to fall asleep. Yeah, but so sometimes you need some weed where you take a couple of hits and then you reliably
Yeah, man.
can close your eyes for a nice nap. And that's for me. I need this. Yeah. So I'm very looking forward to the cross from La Bomba and the jealousy here.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I'm thinking I'm starting. So I don't know when this video comes out. So I don't know what you guys have seen yet. Yeah. But I'm starting a grow journal now for at YouTube, where I show everything from seed
Okay.
to harvest. And as I said, I wanted to grow the Black Zesty first, but we oversold, and I don't have a pack for myself now. And the new drop is not yet prepared. The restock is not yet prepared, so I can not take it from there. Maybe I'm gonna do the La Bomba and Jealousy cross first to have a reliable
Yes, sir. Try this and
thing.
let me know.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Wenn euch das ganze Gerede über Bakerman genauso heiß gemacht hat wie mich, dann habe ich jetzt gute Nachrichten für euch. Der Strain ist bis einschließlich Dienstag bei uns im Shop mit 10% rabattiert. Also schaut gern vorbei auf www.dopeseeds.de. Jetzt viel Spaß mit dem Video. Okay, cool. So that's your latest acquirements, the La Bomba and the Jealousy.
Yeah, and then I forgot to mention another one I think is pretty value and for terps, but mostly for the how fast she is, because it's a crossing. I made a cross of this jealousy male I was telling you before with my wedding crush. So,
We're gonna call her Swifty.
And that one, in between all the other, I have a bunch of female coming from that regular, right? And they show all the same characteristic in growing, you know. But this one, like at 20 days of floration, she already had resin on top of the little flower. No, I was like, wow, this is possible. You know, I never saw something like this. And she start to close, by the way, the flower. So you're gonna see, guys, at 30 days of floration, when all the other plants, all the other genetic, they still have the white hair,
Yeah.
the little flower going on, she already closed herself, you know.
Yeah.
She already closed herself, and she already covered of resin, you know, at the
Yeah.
30 days of floration. So 45 days, 50 days at the most, she already to take it off, you know. So that one is really impressive for how faster she is and how she preserved the characteristic of a good plant, you know, because she's still a vigorous plant.
She's
Really
like
nice
a fast
terps.
version, but she's not a
Yeah.
fast version.
Absolutely. Nice terps, super nice terps, like fruity, not too much with a gusting, you know,
Yeah.
because coming from the wedding and the jealousy one. So, you
Yeah.
know, gas one, getting purple in the right condition. So the flower is also really nice to see, you know, have a good look, you know. So every other characteristic is good. But the main one is the so fast, so fast. The people love it. You know, the people love it. And you can see this indoor or outdoor, same way. You know, if you do outdoor, at the most you harvest this at like first week of September. You know, you can take it off. You know?
Yeah. So that's a strain that you would recommend to grow outdoor.
Yeah, if you have problem like if you're scared of heavy rain, humidity, or whatever, you know, until middle of September, the weather is still pretty good normally, no?
Yeah.
So if you can cut off the things the first week of September, for sure you have a good result without be stressed in October, no? Because sometimes the weather is getting shit, you know, too much rain, drop down the temperature, the
Okay,
plant
and
gets
you also
stressed.
said the wedding crasher never gets botrytis.
Never. I can tell you.
Okay, so I know what strain I'm gonna promote next spring to grow outdoor.
Never, no,
Yeah,
for
super
sure.
nice.
That one is amazing. And I can tell you, like I tell you, it's a little recommendation, but in outdoor, she perform in a quantity better than indoor. It's meaning why? Because in outdoor, if we go with a normal season, planting in April, okay, she have like 3 months and a half, 4 months to grow, you know. So you have 3 months of veggie. So she have a nice big structure. And so you have a big producer, you know, in a short time. But if you do in indoor, what I recommended is to do a little bit more of veggie,
Okay.
veggie season, you know,
Okay.
little bit more. Because if you switch like the other, she gonna produce little bit less, you know, because she's just close by the way. So
Yeah,
you know,
I understand.
you want to have this popcorn in different branch. You don't
I
want to have
understand.
just couple
I
of branch and few popcorn, you know,
Okay.
because she close by the way. She's not like the other, keep on growing, you know. A bunch of the most of
So
the genetic.
she doesn't have a huge threat. She
Oh no,
when you switch to 12-12, she will basically stop growing.
Yeah. Basically, she stopped growing and she start to just concentrate everything on the flower. No? Like I tell
Okay.
you, in 20 days,
Okay.
have resin,
So maybe
30
that's
days.
why she's so fast, because she's so sensitive to the
Yeah.
light speed. Yeah, Antonio showed me some pictures of the Swifty outdoors, and it looked like indoor. It was super resinous. It was really ridiculous how it was
Amazing.
just covered in crystals. It just looked like indoor. Yeah, just it's true. And also I think it's a sister plant from the Broken Dream. So it's the same genetics, but a different breeding line.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you said it's not so narcotic. So off camera, you said it's not so narcotic like the Broken Dreams. It's still very strong, but it's more of a up high.
Yeah. That one, for example, is one I advise if you want to like to have a daily use. You know, for example, that one is perfect. You know,
Okay.
it's perfect because it's high, but it's not too much. You get seed concentrate. I think is that too. No, it's the combination of the terps. No, the terps with the cannabinoids make all the
Okay.
difference in the high. You know, it's super important which kind of terps the plants have, and that terps like give you this high, not so narcotic, but more clear. You know, you are clear
Yeah,
on where
this is
mind.
also. I mean, for the I am smoking all day long. Yeah, I start to smoke in the morning. I am very productive. It's not like I hang out on the couch, but I work all day. And in the evening, I go to bed. And for the day smoke, I need something that keeps me going. So
Absolutely.
I can smoke, but I still can work a lot without getting tired. In the evening, I need something that gets me tired and gets me to bed. So those are certainly two of for me the most interesting strains from my menu so far. Is one the Goblin Cross, the Black Testy. This is my number one because I asked you for the most exotic, and you said this it is, and I checked it out, and it has the cherry noir in it, and this is to me also number one exotic. Even on the aficionado website, they sold 10 seeds, so 12 seeds of it, they sold for 650 euros, just so you know. Yeah. And they also said this is our number one exotic or most exotic strain. And the flavor of it is just like, fuck my ass. It's just, I fucking love it. And the smell from it is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. When my grandmother died, I smoked a joint in her flat. Yeah. And my father came in and he said, bro, it smells like weed like crazy. And I was smoking that one. Yeah. And he opened the window and I told him, oh, it's not going to help if you open the window. It will just keep smelling. Yeah. And then he came back later. We went out to eat something and came back. Windows were still open and was still smelling like
So
weed. Like
stinky,
just it's so crazy. Or if you smoke in the car, your car will for days. 4 days. If you get in the car, everybody will look at you. What did you do in here? So the strain that I'm really most interested in is the black testy. The second most interested I'm in the Broken Dreams and also the Swifty that we're going to drop. So which is basically from the same genetics but different breeding lines. They sound both super interesting to me, and they seem to from what you say about it seems to be like day smoke, evening smoke, like just perfect for me. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And what I'm also super interested in is the Under Pressure, the Skittles Cake and Killer Bean cross. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you were so hyped up for it, and I love Skittles. Yeah, and you
No,
said the flavor is all
one
Skittles.
is amazing. That is
And
amazing.
Skittles is just, I mean, the hype is real. I love it. I love the high. I love the flavor. I love the smell. I love the only thing that I don't love is the production of the crystals, but you improve that. So this is also what I'm very, very
Oh, yeah,
interested in.
yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then, of course, the jealousy, the La Bomba, and the jealousy times La Bomba. So I'm fucking hyped up. And with that, I'd like to close it for today. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
say thank you so much, Antonio.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
It
Thanks
was
for
really a
having me
pleasure.
here.
It was really a pleasure, and I hope you guys also enjoyed it. Ich sag wie immer vielen Dank für eure Aufmerksamkeit, danke für eure Liebe, danke für eure Nase und haltet die Ohren steif.